like I said earlier, that I reckon we were about 10 short. It's a very good wicket, and we had both openers going past 50. We are guilty that not one of the guys over the last 3 games that scored runs went on to be there at the back end, like the Pakistani batters. We've been very poor in the field as well tonight, so we lacked there, especially in the field. So yeah. Something from behind, to be honest. We tried a lot of things. We tried to go depth early to them because they were hitting the ball nicely. They made a lot of good balls that was well executed, looked bad by just very good placement and some stroke play. So it was difficult from a captaincy point of view to try a lot of things, because you don't want to try too much on a wicket like this. This wicket in T20 cricket has produced some big scores, and it's a very difficult sport or field to defend at. So it was tough. I will go back tonight and do a lot of homework, see where we can improve and to make some new plans. We strive not to be so bad in the field. At training, we are brilliant. I think it's guys maybe trying too hard and not being calm enough in the field. It's something we will address again. But yeah, it's been a trend that we have to get rid of. So yeah, that's a valid point.
So can you, sir, and a reminder please to indicate on the chat panel if you would like to ask a question.
Like I said, the wicket was very good. We were maybe 10 runs short, and look, they batted brilliantly. We didn't have enough answers for the way they batted. Babar is a special batter. So when a card like that comes off, it's very difficult to defend on this ground. So we have to sit down and maybe look at a couple of things. We will definitely do that tonight because it's quite a short turnaround once again. But one thing is for sure, the boys are up for it. We really want to make sure we draw the series.
Maybe something that could come into the equation for the last game, and if so, in which department, and have you thought about that?
Yeah, look, we just got off the field, so it's difficult to answer. I will have chats about you tonight, but it's once again not my department. It's the coaches and the selectors' part to make those decisions. But yeah, from our side, I don't feel the need to change the team. We also need some consistency in that selection part as well.
Hello, Heinrich. Can you say whether you could have done something differently while Babar was batting? I mean, as a team, or were you is it just a case of he was too brilliant on the day?
It's difficult to say it now, or to answer that question now. You always feel that you can do something different. What it is, I don't know. We've got not set plans, but you have to go on your gut at the night. And once again, he batted brilliantly, but we could have done a couple of things differently. Is that might be execution on some plans and some balls. That's a different story. Like I said, we have to go back and go reflect on this game and see where we can or could have improved.
Okay.
Heinrich, you've mentioned wanting consistency in selection, but would you like a few more wicket-taking options in the field? Obviously, on a good pitch, when the run rate is just getting out of control like that, you know, is wicket-taking the answer? Maybe.
100%. The only question is, how do you take those wickets on a surface like this? There's no turn. The wicket is quite skidding on. The slow ball's not gripping. And the ball travels at the high felt. So it's difficult to really strike on this field. I reckon the way you get your wickets is to be defensive on this field and to make sure they can't bat easily at 10 and over like they did tonight. It's more bowling pressure by executing your ball. So 2 nights ago, the guys struck early, so then it was different. tonight. It's a better surface to bat on, so those guys need to, or the bowlers need to work a little bit harder. It's a tough place to come bowl at T20 cricket.
Shafiq?
Heinrich, is there an issue with Andile Petlukwayo? I mean, he's bowled, I think, 2 overs in the whole series thus far.
No, not at all. I think his confidence is a little bit low over the last while, but he's picking it up. And I just had no need for him to bowl now. We've got a specialist guys in the positions that we are bowling them at this moment. So he's getting back there. We definitely will look to use him probably the next game.
And finally, for those.
Heinrich, you obviously haven't played in all the games I'm about to ask you a question about, but South Africa have been on the other side of 3 of the 4 highest successful chases in T20 cricket. I'm just wondering if you can put your finger on why that might be the case and what it is that maybe teams feel they can chase big totals against South Africa.
Yeah, very, very tough question to answer, but yeah, I don't know. Tonight it was just a case of some brilliant batting from their side. We really tried to do our death bowling a lot earlier tonight. It didn't pay off. A little bit of execution and some brilliant batting in between made it very difficult. Like you said, I wasn't part of the previous game, so difficult to answer those questions. But yeah, we have to bounce back early or in a couple of days' time and really look to nail our skills.
Thanks very much, everyone, for joining us. We'll have a pre-match presser tomorrow. I will send out the notice in the morning. Have a great